Rightio guys, quick little thing going on. What's just been released and what you may have seen around the interwebs is a couple of these things. I decided to get myself a couple to have a bit of a muck around with. As people know, I use the lab putter. I think it's good. I think it probably goes a bit left for me, and this is where in future videos I'm going to talk about release patterns and face angles and toe hang and how that influences impact. But really, I've got a few things to talk about. We've got Nelson Bay coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned for that, and also these as well, right? So the lab putter, like I said, basically pioneered the lie angle balance, and everybody else started to copy. Why? Because there is people see a demand now, right? Now, do I think it is for everybody? I think the answer is no. Does it make sense from a torque standpoint? The answer is yes, but we have input as well. So if we had no input, then certainly I would see that a zero torque putter would be brilliant. And don't get me wrong, these are brilliant, but you certainly have to get your fundamentals correct. And I'm more used to a more gated arcing stroke, so that's why Answer's probably one of the my favorite putters, or Newport style, because I actually release that thing, or I actually try to get that thing to release. Every time I use a lab putter or a lie angle balance putter, I tend to hit it a bit more left, but that can still be me too, because I've done that plenty of times as well. But you need to actually muck around, get a putter fit. That certainly helps. But what did I get? I got this. I got two actually. This is one. This is the 5K ZT. What does it say on the bottom here? 5K ZT for zero torque spider putter. This is the Counter Balanced version, 38 inch. Grip it down to about here and away we go. It's got the KBS, GPS, graphite shaft in it, because as it gets longer and longer and longer, you want it to be straighter and straighter and straighter. I like the idea. I've done a bit of a spider seminar for work the other week, last week actually, this time last week. And I don't mind TaylorMade's view on this stuff, right? Again, is it for everybody? You've got to give it a go. Because again, these to me sit like they're gonna be a little bit more shut or more left bias anyway. But again, really it's got to do with this, right? You have a look at that. That's basically, it's towed up, keep it in its balance point. Wants to get somewhere more towed up, right? That's one part of the equation. So the more towed up it is, or the more face balance it is, the more left bias it is, the more there is toe hang like that, the more it wants to go right. So you need to suit your stroke arc type with this. This wants to stay square to the arc. Again, it's all about alignment. If you got lots of input and want to rotate that face, well, this certainly is going to want to seem like it goes more left. But I'm going to do a lot of testing with this. Like I said, that's the Spider Zero Torque Counterbalance. Now, I've also got a spider putter which I use and I do like, and you may have seen it in the last vlog at North Pine. Literally the first time I've had it on camera, first time I've taken it on the golf course. Not the best greens to do it on. I've taken it out once since then, and rolls good. So that's something that I'm going to stick with, but I'm going to certainly muck around with these. And also another one here. What have I got here? For a bit of fun and games. Right, what did I get here? Oh no, he's got the long putter. So I'm going to give it a bit of a go. More than anything, again, zero torque, but in, what's that, 46 inch long putter. I've mucked around a little bit with a long putter at work. I got one as well in the normal spider, not the zero torque. And the short putts are great, the longer putts not so good. Maybe that's practice, but anyway, that's something to have a bit of a muck around with. The head cover's mint, just quietly. The head cover is absolutely mint. Like, I mean, look, the coloring and everything is great. I think, look, TaylorMade have done a really good job to get into the lab market, or the lie angle balance, or the zero torque sort of thing. I like their idea. They don't have the center as far back. There's a lot of things that there's a couple of things that they've changed to make it their own. I mean, for one, the pure roll insert's a massive one. but I'll definitely do some testing there compared to the lab, which I've got. Like I've got an Oz and an Oz One Eye and a Mez as well. I got this one. This is the one that I'd hold out hope for a little bit more. This is the counterbalance, but yeah, we shall see. So that's a bit of testing to be done, and I just wanted to let you guys know what I've been up to, just because we haven't done a video for a bit. But like I said, Nelson Bay's coming tomorrow. Also, I got sent something which I've known about. I used to work. There you go. Package. I used to work with Nick Randall up at Twin Waters, and that there. So Gravity Fit. Nick Randall was up there, and he was a big proponent of that, and so I know all about what all this is about. It's the TPRO. I've got a yellow TPRO there, and as you can see, young Cameron Smith. It's a lot to do with scapulars, shoulders. It's got to do with connection to body. There's a lot of different things which I haven't even looked into, even though I know some of the exercises you can do. I'll definitely be mucking around with that. Brendan from Be Better Golf actually done a little bit of something or rather with the T-Pro, and I'm going to kind of get into that a little bit. I noticed that at Magenta Shores, when I'm looking back, getting not so much shoulder turn, getting a little bit collapsed in the left arm and getting really sort of soft and getting it almost Richo style. So I want to feel a bit more rotary and a bit further away, and hopefully this can help a little bit as well. But I'll definitely be doing a little bit with that. But like I said, the main purpose here was those putters, and just to let you know that Nelson Bay is coming out tomorrow. But I'll definitely muck around with that. The Spider, so I've got a Spider Tour X, the Scotty Scheffler version, but I've got it in a counterbalance length. So I've got it in 36.5 inch, and I'll grip down to about 34 inch, and it's slightly heavier head, slightly counterbalance. It's brilliant. So that's why I thought this should be, like I said, 38. They make it into 38 and a 36. I got a 38, so I'll grip it all the way down to here. This doesn't have any forward press, so they've got 1 degree of shaft lean or 1 degree of shaft there. None of these do. These are straight up. The normal version, the standard length version, actually has 1 degree grip on it, instead of, I got 2 degrees on the labs. And yeah. There's a lot of interesting things. Putting for me is one of those ones where I've never felt like I've been great at it, but I tend to roll the ball pretty good with a lot of different putters, but I tend to not hold putts. So it's not necessarily the putter. I roll it okay from time, or most of the time. It's everything else. It's the speed, it's the read, it's the starting it online. I may not even line it up in the right spot, but that's something for me to test. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Like I said, it's only going to be a quick one. Check out the spiders. You've probably seen a few. Go watch Trotty's video. Maybe I'll link it right up here somewhere, wherever it'll be. Very, very solid. I mean, yes, he works for TaylorMade, but he goes through the whole bits and bobs of it. It's great. Again, every company that's moving into this space has their place. I think Lab is going to be the way it sort of stands. They're going to be the top here. But there's a couple of other ones that are putting their own spin on. Yeah, I think TaylorMade's done a little bit of a spin there. Breakthrough Golf Technology as well, the Paradox. I kind of want to see that. They've got their own idea. I don't know anybody that's done any videos of it, but that's certainly something that seems interesting. So Breakthrough Golf Technology, Paradox. Anyway, the TaylorMade stuff's good. T-Pro there, very good. I'll go through a bit of that. But just wanted to show people what I've got going on here. And yeah, stay tuned for Nelson Bay tomorrow. Wet. Absolutely wet as. So after the second hole, you'll see we teed up on 10, played 10, no rain, hit our tee shots on the second hole, which is the 11th, and it flogged down. And it was like that all day. It was on and off. But anyway, stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys, for watching. See you next time. I might get some close-ups and put it over this, and yeah, we'll go from there. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Beautiful. And don't forget, smash that like button.
You're a weirdo.
You say, don't you?
Oh, that's what they say to say.
Hey? I don't know. If you don't like it, don't like it. Hit dislike. Who cares?
Yep.
I don't care. But anyhow, see you then. Beautiful.
See you.